Okay, so it seems like Neuro-sama is blowing up yet again. Now, obviously, if you guys saw in my last video, essentially, we talked about the fact that they beat another huge Twitch achievement, but it seems like they beat another achievement as well. And, in my last videos as well, we've also talked about how Neuro-sama has been blowing up in areas like Japan. So they've been going worldwide. They haven't just been blowing up over in places like the West and in America and the UK and stuff. It's also been in places like Japan, and also places like China, over in Bilibili. If you don't know, Bilibili is like the kind of Chinese YouTube-ish thing. It's not fully like YouTube, but again, they share a lot of videos. And, I've been quite familiar with it because obviously I do getcha content as well. Sometimes they re-upload my videos on there. So again, it's a really, really nice space. And yeah, it is primarily targeted towards a Chinese audience, where Neuro-sama has been absolutely blowing up and has actually reached a huge milestone over there as well, ever since obviously beating out to be number 3 at the most subscribed channels over on Twitch. Now, as you guys can see here, obviously people have been talking about it. Yep, she ended up going to number 3, or vedal ended up going to number 3, sorry. Obviously got 327,000 subscribers, which is, more now. It is more if you go onto the stream. But yeah, if we go to here, you can see, this person has also been talking about the Chinese numbers over on Bilibili, obviously. And yeah, you can see it says 1 million followers, and it also has a big tag over the top of it saying 100. I'm assuming that's probably going to be something like the 100, creators or something. I don't know. But again, it is still a massive achievement. They hit 1 million followers over on Bilibili. And obviously they've been covering it. They were on 999,000.5. So obviously, that was 14 hours ago. And they ended up doing it pretty swiftly. So again, it's just great to see because it means that Neuro is getting kind of mentioned in other spaces. But what I do find kind of crazy is that obviously Neuro-sama has hit 1 million over on Bilibili. But if you go take a look at YouTube, which obviously is, the Western kind of, one, they haven't even hit 1 million yet, which I think is kind of crazy. So the Chinese audience for Neuro-sama is technically bigger than the Western one at the moment, which I think is pretty insane. And obviously, I think it is due to the fact that a lot of people have been catching up on what Neuro-sama has been doing through clips and things. And they've been very excited to see what exactly is going on. And also, I'm unsure if they have Twitch and stuff there. I don't know if they're able to access it as easily as, obviously people in the West. So maybe more people are catching up with the kind of clips on Bilibili rather than obviously, a Twitch stream or watching the YouTube videos, which obviously someone in the West might do. They might watch the Twitch stream and then they might watch one of these YouTube videos, right? But there's a chance that they won't because they've already watched the stream of it, right? So I think that more people are watching the Bilibili and subscribing because they get to see that, and also due to the fact that they are actually live on Bilibili as well. Why I'm drinking. Yeah, so there is a stream on Bilibili too, which is absolutely flooded. I can't even see where the numbers are. It says 8.5. Is that 8.5 thousand? I don't know, but again, it is pretty insane still. They're streaming on Bilibili too, so you have that kind of combined audience of the stream watchers and the video watchers, whereas with YouTube, obviously it's slightly split up because they're not streaming on YouTube, so it'd be split up between Twitch and YouTube audience, right? Whereas Bilibili gives you this one big space just to do everything, so obviously more people are probably going to follow that. And yeah, they've just been following along with the stream, which has been really, really cool to see. And it seems like, they've been blowing up massively in Japan. You can see a lot of these videos here, right? They got, tons and tons of views, which I think is absolutely crazy. And yeah, people are just very excited to see Neuro doing well. Now, I don't know who exactly is running it because this is an official channel, by the way. People did mention the fact that Vedal did, kind of cooperate to set this up and things. So again, I don't know who exactly is running the channel or if it's, some obviously Chinese person who's more familiar with the app, because again, as someone who is like British and knows nothing about this kind of stuff, well, I know a little bit about Bilibili, obviously, but it is extremely hard to navigate through the app and figure out what is going on unless you know Chinese, because if you start translating it, it translates it very wrong, and it kind of, kind of messes some things up. Yeah, you can see here, 4.473 million views on this. Neuro-sama, the world's most powerful AI. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that's like a video about who they are and stuff as well. You got like Love, Death and Robots, 1.1 million. and all of these videos as well get 13,000, 100,000, 300,000. Again, they get a ton of views. It's absolutely crazy to see how many views they get, as well as they've got some short videos as well with people like Fillion getting like 600,000. So again, they're outperforming the YouTube channel by like a huge amount. It's absolutely crazy to see. And yeah, they say number of fans 1,008,000, which obviously is absolutely insane. And yeah, we'll have to see if there is any kind of updates to this, because again, I don't know what that badge means on this screenshot here, but I'm assuming it means something good. You know, obviously it seems like they're celebrating something. So that's obviously a huge, a huge thing going on. And also as well, yeah, they point out the fact that Vidal's Twitch is also below 1 million. So they've taken over the amount of Twitch and also YouTube viewers, not together, but separately, which I think is absolutely crazy. And yeah, people say epic. And yeah, just people are excited to see that Neuro-sama has been blowing up in other places. Because, hey, you know, there's one thing that's probably more dedicated than the Swarm, right? The Chinese Swarm. Like, have you guys seen how dedicated Chinese fans are to like gacha games and things like that? You know, I cover gacha games a lot, right? I cover a lot of things that go on in China quite a bit. Also, my camera's out of the way again. I cover a lot of things, you know, over there, and I know how dedicated some of their fans can be. Have you guys seen that thing with the Genshin KFC you know, situation where essentially there was a collaboration, and it did start a riot essentially, because so many people turned up to this KFC to get their Genshin stuff that they ended up taking like cardboard cutouts of the characters and just stealing it and everything like that. It was crazy, right? And that just shows you how dedicated they are to their certain, you know, the fan bases are to their whatever they like, right? And you know, as I said, the Swarm, obviously the least dedicated fan base or whatever. But you know, with the Chinese Swarm, I honestly think it could be like a whole new beast. Like I'm gonna be real, like that could be a whole new like level of like dedicatedness, which I think it would be absolutely crazy. I haven't seen many of the interactions online. Because obviously it's harder to kind of see that, especially on Bilibili, but you can see there's tons of people cheering them on and just kind of spamming emojis in the chat, which I think is really, really cool. And yeah, you know, it's like this chat is moving pretty quick for someone that is in a sleep stream right now. Like you can see it is moving like pretty much every couple of seconds or so. And obviously, yeah, they are sleeping, which I think is pretty insane. Like compare it to like the Twitch chat right now, right? You can see, you know, the chat's kind of going at about the same pace. Yeah, it's about going at the same pace. Obviously, you can't really see it though. But yeah, I did think it was pretty cool though that, you know, the Neuro-sama has such a large fan base now in, you know, a lot of major countries. You know, in America, in the UK, in Japan, in China. Like, bro, it's crazy how much worldwide, I guess, awareness that this one AI VTuber has gotten. But you know, obviously I think that's maybe to be expected, you know. I think that obviously Neuro-sama is one of these ideas that would actually excite a lot of people over in Japan and China a lot more than maybe over here in the West, because they're much more accepting towards AI stuff. Obviously, you know, as you've seen with some of my previous videos, there's been a lot of people hating on the fact like, oh, she's AI, like how can people support this and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But you know, over in China and, you know, Japan, they don't care. You know, they see it as like the future, and they see it as pretty cool. And obviously it is very, very interesting to see an AI VTuber, right? To see what it really is like and how they you know, kind of interact and things. And yeah, it's something very, very interesting even for a Chinese or Japanese audience, which are obviously tuning in on this. So again, I think it kind of the concept transcends regions in terms of like, you know, it's not just a thing that Americans would be interested in or British people would be interested in. It's something that everybody would be interested in, no matter what language you're speaking. Now, I don't know how they are doing this stream. They've obviously got some text flying over the top. I don't know if this is subtitles or not, because again, obviously the stream would probably be English. So I don't know if they're maybe translating it or something. I'm unsure. But you know, it's still pretty cool to see. Yeah, as you can see, they got like all this stuff. Yeah, they are speaking English. So I don't know. Maybe they got some kind of translator. Maybe they got something else. But it seems like they're doing good over there. And I just kind of want to share that with you. You know, this kind of bit of really great news, because it's just great. Like whenever you're worldwide, it works out very, very well for you. And obviously it kind of consolidates your fan base a little bit further, right? Because although, you know, if, you know, I doubt this will ever happen, but, you know, if a streamer was to ever fall off, right, and they had a huge audience over in China and Japan, I'm sure they would still be able to, you know, keep a lot of what is still there with that audience, right? If you get what I mean. But, you know, obviously, I don't think Neuro-sama and Vidal are ever going to necessarily fall off, at least anytime soon. But yeah, it just seems like everybody's loving it, including the Chinese audience, and they've helped them to hit another massive milestone, right? We've had the hype trains, we've had the, you know, whole go third place on all time subscribed, and now we've got hitting 1 million on Bilibili. I mean, you know, there's only a couple of hours left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 6 hours left. Obviously, it keeps going back up though. So hey, we'll have to see whether you know, they could do anything else before the timer runs out. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.